Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a Cloudy Sheep and we are playing Hearts of Iron 4, playing as Russia, having conquered west of Europe, and now being stuck in, well, not stuck, we just conquered also India, so Russia is getting pretty big, and we are progressing over here, mopping up a couple of UK units that are still around. I think you could attack potentially. Oh no, you are trying to cut him off. Yeah, that's fine. In between episodes I did a couple of things. I asked for a couple of new units, especially garrison units over here, so that we could train them up, and reassigned the garrison areas of these anti-partisan units, so that all of India is covered by that, and that I think is fine. We also established a couple of war plans here against Turkey, although that is not really consequential for now, because due to our negative political power we will not be in a position to justify a war against Turkey very soon. So yeah, there's that. There's a little bit of an infantry attack over here, but that's entirely irrelevant, and there is for some reason this weird patch of the colony state territory where a couple of Polish units are trapped. So yeah, that's just a weird bug, which I think will be fine. Right, other than that, we are hoping to attack Ceylon over here and take a couple of rubber units, because we are still very much lacking rubber, and we are alternatively, in case that this doesn't work out, trying to build a couple of refineries over here. I think I should actually prioritize this one at least. Just trying to get a couple of refineries going so that we get more rubber complete. That would establish 3 rubber. We are missing, I think, about 26, so yeah, there's that. It will take a while. Hopefully we are going to conquer Ceylon, but since we don't have a navy, there's very little hope of that. I did, however, send a couple of naval bombers over here to the Bay of Bengal, and send a couple of planes over here as well, so that maybe we can take them on and pull them off basically from the North Sea. Russian Fleet 3. I wonder. Could you maybe just come back to Sebastopol, please? Right. Of course, we are researching a couple of ships. Carrier 3 in a couple of days. Destroyer number 2. And yeah, rubber processing. So all of these things that will hopefully help us establish supremacy over the Allies. Right, over here. A couple of our other guys are streaming to over here so that we can attack into French into China, so basically Vietnam, and one of our guys gets wounded. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so Free France over here, a nuisance, I would say. By the way, do we have good naval bombers? You know, we kind of do, so you know what, we should produce them. So let's get to naval bombers number 2. We do have some air experience, but not enough, so I think it's going to be alright. We will prioritize this development, because it means that we can put up something against the Allies, so I think it's going to be one of the most important things, apart from motorized divisions, which we'll just need to supply. Yeah, I think 10 factories all in all is going to be a fine number for naval bombers, and there's that. We also have some army experience to burn, and I think I'd like to get these rifles here and just use engineering companies as our standard. It means we are pulling off about 1,000 support equipment and a little bit of infantry equipment, a little bit more manpower, but all in all the supply use is only going to go up by 2%, and the organization is not going to go down that much. On the other hand, we get a lot more entrenchment, and we get a lot more positive modifiers when moving through rivers or attacking through them. So yeah, that's what I'm very happy about. So let's save this change. Let's also have a look at that on the light rifles. We're using this logistics company. A little bit more supply use in total, but I think it's still going to be a good choice. So yeah, here we go. Let's do this. This has all been super... Oh yeah, you could maybe... No, I don't think you need any of that. No, that's fine then. Good. Alright, let's keep on running the game. Third Army, you're over here. Yeah, that's fine. Also sent the tanks over here, by the way, to the Netherlands, just in case they get funny, and join the Allies, so that we can advance very quickly over there if that ever becomes a necessity. Okay, you guys are done, including this tank division, which I very much appreciate. I think you could go back to this urban province over here. And you know what? This is not really tank territory, so I think, you know what? I think we are going to pull off the second tank army. These guys over here. And since the logistics situation up here seems to be a little bit better than it was before, I think what we're going to do is we are going to pull off these tanks, bring them all the way over here to Asia. Asia, by the way, Japan is somewhat going badly, so the war isn't exactly in their favor. It seems like they're not keeping up their production lines to the requirement that the war is putting on them. So I think we might at least try to get the Army 2 over here, which is sort of an overflow army, to advance to this river line, shorten the line a little bit, and maybe get along a little bit better over here. So let's try these attacks. Seems like we are sort of winning these things. Why is no one over here? Where's the reserve army? Reserve army. Okay, so you guys are getting up there. I think we just shifted our lines a little bit, maybe last time, so it's going to be alright. Yeah, but these guys are doing fine. You seem to be doing a little bit worse, but then again, but yeah, you can see over here, like the Dutch division, I think it's Dutch, has a lot more equipment. All of the Japanese the units have really struggling to keep up their supplies. Over here, you guys, you know what, you can just capture this little bit of UK territory. Did I see something over here? Nope, there's nothing, so that's fine. And I like to see that. You guys, invasion is still preparing. 8 of 35 days. Maybe we can snatch them. Let's see whether we can do anything along these lines. And you guys maybe try to expand into Indochina over here, so that maybe you guys can do this a little bit on a surprise basis for the enemy. Legionary wants, Bulgaria wants to send us forces. I don't think so. We are mostly constrained by... Right, so you all guys, we're mostly constrained not really by the number of units that we can put up, but by other factors such as supply usage. So yeah, it's not really something that we can deal with. And then, you know what, I think we're just gonna tell the game to basically run itself over here. So you guys do this and advance, please. Maybe you can go to Saigon. No, Hanoi, of course. Saigon should be down here. Yeah, there we are. Right. Low echelon support, so a little bit of air superiority. I think we're just going to keep on researching air technology, because at some point we'll need to catch up with the allies and do a little bit about them. Destroyer number 2, also very nice, and let's go directly to destroyer number 3 and research that, which I think should be fine. Good. Naval invasion in southern France. Interesting to see. Maybe it's time to get a couple of guys down there. Maybe let's take half of you guys. No, that doesn't work. Let's take half of you guys and tell you to be part of a defensive fallback line over here. Just in the mountains, you guys, and a couple of motorized units, and maybe this heavy unit. There we go. You all go down there. You're being railroaded down there, so that's fine. You should be able to intercept any potential invasion very quickly. Also, our first army down here does seem to be doing a fine job, although I think I would like you to expand a little bit more broadly on a broader front, so there's that. But yeah, let's get this done. Down here we should see the tank army traveling up there. Yeah, we do, so that's fine. Western Theatre, low supplies. Yeah, You'll have to squeeze through here, so... But you are advancing... Oop, the first enemy that we are seeing in Indochina. But I think we're gonna be alright. You should probably go down there. Yeah, some attacks happening here, but all in all, it seems fine. We're not part of this. Oh, you're not advancing because of the supply situation. Yeah, no, you really should be, I think. At least try to cut in like this. And you maybe go over here. We need to expand so that we can at least try to keep the ball rolling and get our supplies. Or get the supplies in a good situation. Could I ask one of you guys, just one of you, to maybe come down here? Thank you. Yeah, so spread out, get a couple of victory points. And by the way, how is the resource situation looking here? Anything? Yeah, chromium and tungsten. And rubber, so that would be excellent if we could grab that. And that would really mean a lot for us right now. So over here, you seem to be struggling on HOI now. So I think we're gonna pull you off from this attack, because that's at least. Let's first get our other guys into this broad area, and then I think we're gonna be in a much better situation. Right. So auto saving, I guess. In construction terms, I think we can pull down the number of refineries that we are building, and in fact, you know what, yes, we can cancel this, we can cancel all of these things that haven't been built. I think the ones that have at least some progress we are going to keep around, but other than that, yeah, not really. How long does it take to build a refinery? January? No, it's not. It's a bit too long. I think we are going to have access to natural resources very soon. Let's keep these two guys around because they're reasonably finished, so I think that's a good decision. Right, you're going there. You guys are advancing to here. I don't think that's necessarily the best, but let's deal with it as such. You guys have found your base. There's no attack in the Benelux region right now, so that's fine. We are fixed on army experience, but I don't think there's any real change that we need to do right now. Let's try to cut these guys off from any retreat to the south. Let's get you to advance further. I think that would be alright. Yeah, and you guys are now all advancing to here, so that this gets shortened again. And you are actually capturing this airport, which reminds we should probably pull our guys onto air superiority over Southeast Asia, and that should be alright. And very soon we'll actually have this airport. So we will also first of all tell you to fly over Southeast Asia and then rebase over here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good. You can actually advance a little, so please do so. You guys are all fine. You might advance over here. You should probably advance to these lowlands. You're doing something crazy. Please don't. Yeah. And here we are, Carrier 3. So that's the big one. That's what we've been waiting for. Can't really do the next one. It's really far ahead, so I don't think we are gonna. We might, however, do some heavy cruiser development so that we have something. Oh, we might actually do battle cruisers. Yeah, maybe that's a better choice. So I don't think battleships are going to be the way. We are also 40 days away from researching another technology which would probably allow us to do this very much quicker. So let's briefly check whether there's anything worthwhile that we do want to research before that. I don't think any of these are necessarily required. Maintenance company would be nice, but it's not really strictly required. Armor, yes. 1940 technology, you know what? We're actually at the end of 1940, so it's a little bit sad that we're using old tanks. Oh, artillery upgrade, you know, this is a very important step because it allows us to just apply more soft attack, because we do have... Oh, we can grab an HOI very quickly there. We can actually attack over here. You are trying to capture this, so that's all very nice. Yeah, so let's get the better technology for guns, basically, so that we can use yeah, just apply more soft power, just have a bigger punch towards our enemies, and that should be lovely. Let's grab the harbor. Let's really try to cut them off from any supplies that they might have. And there we go. We can actually attack over here. And this gets cut off. Very nice, very nice. So you guys should all shift down there. Also very lovely. You guys can probably attack and just advance the front. And you know what? We'll actually tell you guys to come up down here. Just towards the tip of it. Come on. The yeah, towards this area down here, and that should be lovely. Also 3 more days till we get to the naval invasion over here, if possible. Let's see whether we can pull that off or not. Let's also see whether we can do any staff office planning, maybe. I don't think so. Good. Yeah, let's just continue to advance over here. Not sure whether we need all these people. Probably we'll pull some guys off when we realize that we have some issue over here in terms of... Oh, by the way, let's have a look at the enemies. So about 1,000 enemy bombers. How does that compare then in losses? 1 fighter, 12. We're shooting down quite a number of enemies, and we are gaining the air experience. So that at least is very nice. Let's directly ask you to be a little bit more aggressive about this, please. This is actually hills, so yeah, go ahead, attack. Just keep on pushing them, otherwise they'll dig in, and that's not going to be any nicer to exploit. So yeah, continue going, please. You know what? We are gonna pull back a number of you. You guys, could you actually maybe get over here and just get out of the way, please? I think that's gonna be alright. You could probably take over here. There we go. 2 more units, so you can attack. Just keep on pushing. You might actually go here. And you go here then, along the coast. Maybe we can achieve a cutoff over here. Although, of course, this is a cavalry, so I think that's alright. Dangerous naval invasion. Over here, is this really dangerous? I don't think so. We have like 50 times their soft attack, so no. Northern France, nothing. Anything happened down here? I don't think so. No. Seems to be fine. Russian Far East. Oh, do we have any planes over here? I wonder. Oh, we don't. But then again, we don't have any airbase, so I think that's probably alright then. You guys are well dug in. You guys did not advance as I requested. In fact, you seem to be a little bit positioned funnily. So let's try to attack into this area up here, at least with the very nice, good divisions that we have. So yeah, we are dealing much more damage than they are. Only this division really has any punch left. And then these guys will probably withdraw automatically. Or sort of. I might actually ask one of you guys to come down here on the cavalry fronts and then use that as a base to attack them. Over here you're fine, so why don't you guys try to cut them off a little bit more aggressively? Wouldn't that be nice? There we go. Come on, you're winning. You're now advancing down there. So 2 of them are probably gonna escape. Yeah, there we go. But this one might not. Yeah, I think very soon. Yeah, it's way too late for this one to withdraw, so let's just attack. And then he'll be cut off once he tries to retreat. There we go. You are coming all the way down here. Maybe you could actually try to get to Saigon via the coastal route. This is going to be captured. You guys are advancing. You could probably advance into here. Yeah, and there you can see probably... Is this our planes? I think so. Yeah, shooting down Allied planes. So, what a lovely sight. You, my friend, your job is going to be to get the secondary line and just peel in towards them. How do we look in terms of resources? Still lacking a lot of rubber, 24 points. An attack developing over here and over there actually. Yeah, but we are in a much better position than they are. You guys advanced over here, so that's also good to see, and I don't think you can break it. You can actually... No. Can you? Can you pierce us? No, you cannot. Your piercing is... Doesn't actually say so, but... Yeah, so once you win this, you guys are just gonna... At least this, a couple of you, maybe from all of these sides, are gonna attack this guy. Should obliterate them. Hunter-killer group's done. Let's get the floating base over there, and that should be fine. And you know what, you guys, can you actually get this plan here? Thank you. Lovely. And you know what, you advance over there. And these guys will automatically get down there. Actually, Republican Spain is sending guys to them. It's interesting. How's the advance going down here? Seems like everyone is alright. Let's get you to get over here. Yeah, I mean, these guys are suffering from a lot of attrition, but then again, I think it's a worthwhile cause to advance over here, more or less simply because of the rubber and the way that this is going to have a major impact on our airplane industry, and an important one at that. Could actually probably come over here, sort of get them from all sides. Iran? Naval invasion? Really? Russian Far East? Yeah, that's just the acid priority. We'll have to get something down there. And as we can see over here, we are building more and more infrastructure, so that's good. We can probably support all of these guys up here. So let's actually grab this 2nd Tank Army. Yep, there's one more coming up. Fair enough then. And think a little bit about what we want to do with it. I think getting the airplanes around there would be nice. We can't really do cutoff over here because all of this is mountainous terrain and it's not that great at doing this. However, we could think about trying to cut off these guys because they are really the ones that are causing problems. So, however, it is December and it would not be easy to break through over here. Hills, forest. It's probably not the right time to do this. On the other hand, it might be very nice to cut off all of these Japanese units. Might be a little bit more viable. Yeah, so you know what? Let's grab half of you. Let's tell you that your front line is starting over here, and that we'd very much like you to do a spearhead move like such. You guys, on the other hand, your job is going to be to get from over here. Let's shorten this a little bit. From over here, and let's make a very decided push down here. And then we'll see whether that works out. So you two guys are assigned to over this, and you three are on this one. It's a little bit hard to distinguish these lines, but I think they are right. And then we get 4 motorized divisions to compensate for this, and 3 for over here. You are the tank army, right? No, you were not. Damn it. Oh, come on. There we go. You're part of this. 3 divisions only. How about you? You are part of this, right? I think so. Everyone is going somewhere. You. 3 divisions. Ah, okay, so, yeah, never mind. You're part of this. God damn it. Yeah, it's not nice when it's overlapping like that. Anyway, I can try to not do this. Oh, I can probably try to grab these guys over here. Get that over there. Yeah, that's fine. You also belong to over here. Please do railroad yourself to over there. And all of you are getting there. I think 3 of you I want to have here. Yeah. 6 divisions, 6 divisions. Excellent. That took longer than it needed to. Right, good advances over here. I appreciate that. You can probably get into there, which means we are cutting off this guy. And you are actually getting to Saigon, so that's also very lovely to see. You are a mountain division, so why don't you try to actually grab the mountains? Because we wanted to cut you off. Yeah, I see why. Yeah, okay, let's do this then. Right. Good enough. I'm not sure whether that is really the best move that you can do, but why not? All advancing, all advancing. You're probably gonna get there very soon and then be attacked by this gentleman. Yeah, but the Australians are really pumping up units to be over here, and just basically guard the area. Send volunteers from Venezuela? I don't think so, and I don't think that we are going to make any promises to Communist China. Can you make this naval invasion? I don't think you can. We lack air superiority, we lack all kinds of things, yeah. What if we assign you to Bay of Bengal? Yeah, still no. Thought so. Oh well. On the other hand, we can now do this down here. You cannot master this attack though. You're not defending, that's alright. You should probably stay a little bit closer. And capital ship effort completed. I think it makes sense to wait a little and let this negative political power just go down. I don't think we need any of the things over here. The submarine effort is not necessarily required. Neither do we need to do destroyer. Bomber focus or fighter focus. Well, fighter focus might be really nice. Aviation effort, yeah, could be good, could be good. All of this we don't necessarily need to touch. Aviation effort? I don't think so. We are going to take a little pause on this and hope that Communist China, that we can at some point attack Turkey. So that would be good, I think. How do we look in terms of resources? Still missing 24 robbers. So this attack down here really needs to come back online a little bit harder. Okay, so you guys are advancing. You might want to push here. You're coming over there. Maybe try to cut them off at least a little bit. Well. You're advancing. You might advance. You too. I'm just trying to cover that line, which I think is fine. And you know what? I think we are going to actually take these guys and reassign them to over here. And let's get you over here by a railroad. And then you might support this attack, because this is getting a wider attack than maybe we originally anticipated. This attack is hopeless, so let's not pursue that any further. But then we really, I think, should try to get Saigon attacked. Once these guys are gone, you can counterattack and just get into there, and that'd be lovely. You can actually get over here. Likewise, you get down there. Advance over there. You could actually advance to here. Maybe that's going to be enough. And you know what? You could still try to capture this eastern part of the territory. This front will then just collapse. Why are you stopping this attack? You should stop that. Carrier fighter number 2. Excellent choice. Let's do the carrier bomber. And since I actually forgot to do that, let's have a look at the Navy experience. Let's design our carriers, create a variant over this. Of course, deck space is the most important. That's easily increasing the combat capabilities of this guy by quite a bit. So also I think engine might be nice, but it's not nearly as critical. So evasion is a little bit better. Let's maybe do a little bit of reliability, and then again deck space, and deck space, yeah. So yeah, we are increasing the deck size by 20 planes, down up from 70, so it's an immense increase in the fighting power over here. So that I'm very happy about. This is not a valid choice anymore. Let's build a couple of carriers. Let's get rid of all these convoys. I don't think we need that many to be stockpiling. I think we are doing fine with way fewer submarines. Let's get 3 carriers done. Let's assign all of them. How many dogguts do we have? About 30. So yeah, I think 10 for each, right? Yeah, that's it. And we are building, yeah, infinitely many. I think 1 is fine for now. We are now missing also oil. I think we could potentially buy oil or trade for oil. Let's have a look at that oil. Yeah, United States might not be the best trading partner, but Greater Hungary, well, we can definitely buy 8 from you. We can definitely buy 7 from Iraq, so these guys do not need any transports, and I very much appreciate that. Other than that, you guys are requiring naval transport, and that I don't particularly like. Do we have any decisions that could expand the oil production? No, unfortunately not. So yeah, that's not quite as nice. This is going down, this is going well down here though. Yeah, so we'll have to see a little bit that we get access to more oil. But I think very nicely, I think very soon we might have a look at Iraq, we might want to have a look at Turkey, and then streaming down here. Oh. And that should be alright. Maybe we could actually also increase the infrastructure over here, where we do see some oil, and it would now again seem that if we are increasing that, we might actually increase our oil production, maybe down here as well, maybe especially in Azerbaijan. I think that might be a very good idea. I think that might actually be the easiest way to get oil for us. So let's prioritize that, and I think that should be alright. Also building more and more shipyards, so that's good. I'm gonna add them down here because this is probably gonna be the last one that is finishing. But other than that, it should be fine. So yeah, there we are. Thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.